There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will, corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs. so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs. Eight and one and eight. First, let the body of thee be still. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and one and eight. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will, corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one overpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered, the oneness is. Yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss, if thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rules afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the sediments of will. Alright, we're gonna see how just doing this on a green screen impacts all this. It'd be interesting to see. Bound by the sediments of will, corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Four, Old Mother Hubbard went to her cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. Little Bo Peep, she lost her sheep, couldn't tell where to find them. Leave them alone, and they'll come home, dragging their little tails behind them. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating of curds and whey. Up came a big spider, and sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner, eating a Christmas pie. He's stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Tom, Tom, the piper's son, stole a pig and away he run. The pig was eat and Tom was beat, and Tom went roaring down the street. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, and the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty got a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't set up Humpty Dumpty again. Peter, Peter, pocket eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a peanut shell, then he kept her very well. Taffy was a Welshman, Taffy was a thief. Taffy came to my house and stole a leg of beef. I went to Taffy's house. Taffy was in bed. I took a carving knife and cut off Taffy's head. Boy, baby bunting, Daddy's going a hunting. He's going to get a rabbit skin to wrap my baby button in. Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Bake and prick it and mark it with pay. Bake it in the oven for baby and me. My horribly annoying voice is hurting brains worldwide. Something just fell in my bedroom. I'll be right back. It's amazing. I'm using just like a simple green screen and it's performing versus like actually using an image. Huh. Israel shall be redeemed only through Zedakah, as it is written, Veshaveha, and her repatriates through Zedakah. It is written, now it should really say. But the idea is according to what is written. My heart said for you, seek Panay, my face. That is, seek and Pinamiut of the heart. For in the heart, the element of the divine fire that is in the heart, there are two aspects, the aspect of Chitzon and the aspect of Pinamiut. The Chitzion of the heart is the enthusiasm that flares up on account of the understanding Bina and the knowledge Da'ath of the greatness of the Lord, the blessed Ein Sof, by contemplating on his greatness, and from this contemplation giving birth to a strong love like unto flashes of fire. The Pinamiyut of the heart is that point in the inwardness of the heart and depth of the heart which transcends the aspect of the knowledge and the contemplation that man can contemplate in his heart on the greatness of the Lord. And as it is written, from the depths I call unto you, O Lord, from the depth of the heart. It is, for example, just as with worldly matters. Sometimes there is an extremely important matter upon which the whole vitality of man hinges and touches him as far as and including the innermost point of the heart, and it causes him to perform acts and say things without any reason whatever, and the one corresponding to the other. It is precisely so with the service of the heart. This is so because the faculty of the innermost point of the heart transcends the faculty of reason, da'ath, which extends and vests itself in the attributes born of wisdom, understanding, knowledge, chabad, as known. It is rather an aspect of the radiation from the supreme chachma, which transcends bina and da'ath, and in which there is vested and concealed the actual light of God, as it is written, the Lord by Chokmah. And this precisely is the aspect of the spark of divinity there is in every soul of Israel. The reason that every person merits this rank of the service of the heart from the depth of the heart in a state of Pinamayut is because this aspect is with him in a state of exile and captivity, and this is actually the state of the exile of the Shekhinah. For this precisely is the aspect of the spark of divinity that is in his divine soul. The cause of the exile is in our sages. They were exiled to Babylon, and the Shekhinah went with them. Man has vested the aspect of the innermost point of his heart in the corresponding opposites, namely in the soiled garments of mundane matters and worldly desires, which is referred to as Babylon, and is the aspect of the prepus that covers the covenant in the innermost point of the heart. Of this it was said, and you shall excise the prepus of your heart. Now in circumcision there are two grades, milah and paria, which apply respectively to the coarse prepus and the thin membrane. With respect to the prepuce of the heart, there are likewise coarse and delicate desires. of thee be still, bound by the sentiments of will, corpse rigid. They're getting views, but no subscribers. Just do 4, I guess. I am the Lord of Thebes, and I, the inspired fourth speaker of Mentu, for me unveils the veiled sky, the self-slain Oncathon Konsu, whose words are truth. I invoke, I greet thy presence, O Rahokuit. Unity the most showed. I adore the might of thy breath, supreme and the terrible God, who makest the gods in death to tremble before thee. I adore thee. Appear on the throne of Ra. Open the ways of the Ku, lighten the ways of the Ka. The ways of the cobs run through to stir me or still me. Let it fill me, so that thy light is in me, and its red flame is as a sword in my hand to push thy order. There is a secret door that I shall make to establish thy way in all the quarters. These are the adorations as thou hast written, as it is said. The light is mine, its rays consume me. I have made a secret door into the house of Ra, and tomb of Kefra and of Athor. I am thy Theban, O Mentu, the prophet Ankafna Kansu. By Besnamaut my breast I beat, by wise Tanik I weave my spell. Show thy star's splendor, O Nuit, bid me within thine house to dwell. A winged snake of light, had it abide with me, Rahorquit. All this in a book to say how thou didst come hither, and the reproduction of this ink and paper forever. For in it is the word secret, and not only in the English. And they comment upon this, the book of the law shall be printed beautifully in red ink and black upon beautiful paper made by hand. To each man and woman that thou meetest, were it but to dine or to drink at them, it is the law to give. Then they shall chance to abide in this bliss, and know it is no odds do this quickly. But the work of the comment, that is easy and headed burning in thy heart, shall make swift and secure thy pen, establish at the Kaaba clerk house, by the inspired force speak. have the manifestation of Knoweth, the unveiling of the company of heaven. Every man and every woman is a star. Every number is infinite, there is no difference. Help me, O warrior Lord of Thebes, in my unveiling before the children of men. Be thou had it my secret center, my heart and my tongue. Behold, it is revealed by Iwas, the minister of Horparkrat. The cabs is in the coup, not the coup in the cobs. Worship then the cobs, and behold my light shed over you. Let my servants be few in secret, they shall rule many in the known. These are fools that men adore, both the gods and the men are fools. Come forth, O children under the stars, and take your fill of love. I am above you and in you. My ecstasy is in yours, my joy is to see your joy. Above the gemmed azure is the naked splendor of Nuit. She bends in ecstasy to kiss the secret honors of Hadit. The winged globe, the starry blue are mine, O Ankefna Kansu. Now ye shall know that the chosen priest and apostle of infinite space is the prince priest, the beast. And in his woman called the scarlet woman is all power given. They shall gather my children into their fold, they shall bring the glory of the stars into the hearts of men. For he is ever a sun and she a moon, but to him is the winged secret flame, and to her the stooping starlight. But ye are not so chosen. Burn upon the brows, O splendrous serpent, O azure-lidded woman, bend upon them. The key of the rituals is in the secret word which I have given unto him. With the god and the adorer I am nothing, they do not see me. They are as upon the earth, I am heaven, and there is no other God than me, and my Lord had it. Now therefore I am known to ye by my name Nuit, and to him by a secret name which I will give him when at last he knoweth me, since I am infinite space, and the infinite stars thereof do ye also thus by nothing. Every number is infinite, there is no difference at me. Okay, that is officially 5. So I think we'll just do like another 5 a little later today, this evening maybe. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed my podcast. Hit that like and subscribe button. So I see Darin is going to be running. I was just thinking about you. I was just reading. Thinking about you. I was just reading, thinking about you. Why? Why? 7 keys to the great gate. Being This is Congressman-elect Kitover. Follow me on Instagram at John Kitover. That's Joey. Does not fit into the. Oh, wait. Have the manifestation. There are 7 keys. Thinking about you.